Week 45 has come and gone, and so we have another progress report on Starbase from Frozenbyte. Let's get to it. This week's design features are player damage when colliding with ships has been tweaked, and new values adjusted for players taking damage when being hit by objects. New mock-up of the main CV page has been worked on. This is where all the public info for your character will be shown. Bank statement positive and negative colours have been changed to be more colourblind friendly. Destructible stations tested in the developer test universe. Missing battery cable slot has been fixed. Cell terminals have been set to ask for best selling prices available on the station. Economy configs updated to match new features. Ship prices and insurance related math has been worked on as part of the economy design. In-house documentation updated for the universal tool. Mining job instancing has been tested. Company control for ship access design has been worked on. Torpedo configs have been worked on, with basic thruster and YOLO chip support functionality tested. And in-game chat font sizes have been updated. Ship and station creator design work this week sees the Spaceship creator multiplayer and recent updates tested. Collision check system for the Mega Station creator has been reworked as well. Only a few Spaceship tweaks this week, with the Valiant being worked on. That's the new Kingdom gunship. This top of the line ship is just bursting with the latest tech and weapon systems. And Swarmer versions of the Spatha and Knight for destructible stations. Swarmer missiles are the smaller rapid fire missiles we have seen in previous testing videos. And now to the gameplay updates. Ship LOD pose sync is now extrapolation based. No space to leave seat. Text appears in both the middle of the screen and in system chat as well. Issues fixed with fracture only damage objects not converting voxel damage to fracture damage properly. Entity pose syncing fixed. A fix for the area scale tool not working when target object was rotated. V-snap support added for decal entities. V-snap probably means voxel snap in this instance, giving decals a 1 cm grid to snap to. Animations fixed to work properly when unarmed. Player collision damage updated to be more consistent with other collision consequences. An issue has been fixed where sub-items wouldn't move from station inventories. Modular armor equipping has been fixed to work properly with station inventories as well. Initial cargo collisions implementation has been released. Several aspects of multiplayer ungrabbing have been fixed. First version of the assembly player job added to the game. The bolt tool now properly uses ammunition when fired. The magazines can be acquired from shops and dropped in the world as needed. And shop transactions no longer affected negatively during price changes. UI work updates over the last week have been the interaction tool has been updated and bugs have been fixed. Settings have been changed and gamma has now been changed to brightness. Magazines now change their slot index when they are moved inside weapon and out. Swapping items on the equipment inventory prevented when the swapped item cannot be set to the slot where the other item came from. And closing the context menu added when clicking outside the menu or when the escape key is pressed. Spaceship creator work includes more multiplayer bugs that have been fixed. The Blueprint developer terminal visuals have been improved. An issue has been fixed in the undoable auto-bolting action that occurred with some of the larger ships, and object snapping has been improved. Renderer updates are even more volumetric fog updates, and motion vector no offset case fixed when the camera is in motion. Onto the station art updates this week. Sub-modules have been updated. Command center final polishes are underway with lighting and UI checks. All Mega Stations voxel collisions with level art and metro stop grids have been fixed. The rest of the Mega Station beam LODs have been fixed, and texture and paint job updates for the LODs as well. Weapon artwork includes bolter textures that have been updated. The plastic pattern has been removed completely to make the weapon more industrial looking. Weapon effects updated not to display gravity or air dynamics within them. Bolter paint jobs updated with a more visually optimized shapes for better combinations. Plasma rifle textures have been updated as well. Plastic pattern was reduced to have more contrast between the shiny and patterned areas. Plasma rifle paint jobs updated with more visually optimized shapes for better combinations as well. A new Reaper Cannon third person reload animation has been made. First and third person reload polishes have been made for the Flamer. The rocket launcher UVs have been updated, and the scope model to function like other scoped weapons in game. Small mismatches between the high and low poly models were also fixed. The Swarmer launcher has had collision errors fixed between the Swarmer launcher, fixed mounts, and the launcher support. Stray voxels collision issues with the turret arms has also been fixed. New third-person rocket launcher and flamer carry idle animations have been made, and a new third-person idle animation has been made for the rifle, rocket launcher, flamer, pistol, and universal tool. And lastly, the other updates for this last week are: the pipe tool has had its high poly model finished, rock placement tests on asteroids are underway, turn animation threshold increased to 90 degrees, and new 90-degree aim poses implemented. And lastly, the cable tool now has a first-person reload animation. Many fixes, UI work, and multiplayer tests this week show they are definitely in prep for further testing. Could we be seeing the run-up to the closed alpha testing soon? Only time will tell. I'm going to stick with my estimate for around the end of this month. If I get any confirmed dates, you can be sure I'll be making a lot of noise about it on here. Until then, hold tight. But that's all we have for this week. Feel free to join me on my Discord to talk more about Starbase. There's a link for that below. Like and share this video with your company, and I'll see you in the next one. Kenetor, out.